Yo, what's up, guys? How you guys doing today? So today is gonna be the first podcast we do. I know I've been talking about making a podcast for a while now, and sadly it took me so long just because I was having some problems, kind of mentally. I was just kind of dealing with some stuff in my personal life, and I didn't want it to affect my stuff on YouTube because I like making videos. I like Cod Mobile a lot. I like controller, especially the controller community, just because when I first started playing Cod Mobile, and we'll start off by just talking about how I got into Cod Mobile and just kind of my story behind streaming. And right now we are in Mexico. It's really nice. It's called Los Cabos. It's really nice. The water is so clear. It's a beautiful place to be in. And I'm really excited to be here. So sadly I haven't been making that many videos right now just because I wanted to take the week off of streaming, making YouTube videos, and everything, just clear my mind. Honestly, it's helped me so much, just because, like I said, I was going through some things, and I felt like it was affecting my life, and I didn't want it to. So luckily, I was in the perfect position to kind of get over that stage just by being able to go to vacation. Sometimes you just need to get out of home and go do something with family and friends. And so yeah, I'm happy to be here. This is really fun. I am going to make a vlog video as well, but I'll show you a little bit what it looks like right now. This is what I'm in my hotel room, but this is what it looks like from my view. It's really nice. But yeah, so let's get started. So how I got started into streaming, like Cod Mobile, and how I got into it. It was, what was it? Not this past December, but the December before. I already knew about Cod Mobile. I just never really played it. I was playing a lot of Fortnite, and the game that kind of helped me grow my channel a little bit. It was not like a huge bump, like a huge growth, but it was something. It was Zombs Royale. I don't know if you guys have heard of that game, but it's kind of a children's game, and so like you could have like 100 viewers. If like any of you guys wanted to start streaming, it's always a good idea to stream a little game first, build a small community, and then start streaming bigger games, slowly growing your community. And people always try to stream Fortnite, Warzone, Apex, and those games. You're just not gonna grow, especially if you don't have a community on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram. You're not gonna grow. So like playing small games that don't have a lot of people streaming them and help you can also give you growth by just streaming them is a really smart idea. So that's what I was doing. I decided, why don't we stop playing Fortnite and play Zombs Royale? And within like a week I had like 100 followers, and it took me it usually takes me I would say half a year to get 100 followers with Fortnite, and it's insane because even those 100 followers weren't even they weren't coming back and viewing the stream anymore. Like it was just a quick follow, all right, see you later, So I streamed Fortnite for actually 2.5 years on Facebook because my brother got the idea of, why don't you stream on Facebook first and then move over to stream on Facebook first, because it was a brand new platform and that can help you grow first if you want to play Fortnite. So I decided to do that, but after 2 years it didn't work out. One of my best friends, Josh Rainey, he told me, he's like, you know what, you should just come to Twitch. It's a better experience and it's just a better platform to be streaming on. So I decided, why don't we try that out? And we did that, and right away we were growing off of Zombs Royale. Fortnite didn't really help much, but I always had a fun time playing Fortnite. If I could always grow a community on there, I definitely would love to, but it's just such a big platform for people. So many streamers love streaming that game, and they kind of squish all the content they can off of that, off of Fortnite. For example, you can't make a controller video for Fortnite because there's a lot of controller players, and you can't do mouse and keyboard, you can't do touch because they already have people making videos. For example, a mobile gamer was Duck the Gamer. He was huge, a huge mobile Fortnite player, but once iOS like shut down, he kind of went down as well because he was huge in iOS and Android's just not the same. So obviously, it's hard to make content on those games, and I would suggest playing a small game like Zombs Royale, Crunker. Even I feel like even Cod Mobile was kind of a little bit of a hard game to start off streaming. I feel like the reason I was pretty successful was because I started playing Zombs Royale, played a little bit of Fortnite again, and then I quit that, and then I went to Last Day on Earth, another mobile game, and I played that for a while. It was like 5-6 months, and I played for like 5-6 months, and I really enjoyed it. It was a fun game, obviously. If I don't enjoy the game, I'm not going to force myself to play it. I feel like Zombs Royale was like, I played it for a month just to help me grow, and it just gets toxic. I just don't have fun doing it anymore. That's a lot of games, like when people ask me to do certain stuff, and I'm like, maybe some other time. That's because I usually have done it, and I just get annoyed. I just get really annoyed of games if like, obviously it's just like, if I don't see any progress of like my stream or me getting better at the game, stuff like that, or enjoying the game, I'm just kind of like, I want to relax, stream what I want to stream, because I'm not going to stream a boring game, even if it gets me a ton of views. Like I said, Zombs Royale, I could have streamed it and I could probably have a couple hundred viewers, but at the same time, it's just not worth it to me because, one, it's a lot of little kids, it's really toxic, and I don't do it for the money, but it's just not a real community because, like, one thing is they're not going to give you a lot of subs, they're not going to give you bits, all that good stuff. And another thing is they're not going to follow you. When I played Last Day on Earth, I would get like 20-30 viewers, and when I went to Cod Mobile, because I was kind of getting bored of Last Day on Earth, I was like, you know what guys, I'm kind of getting bored of Last Day on Earth, let's try playing Cod Mobile. And I got the idea because I had like a decent amount of subscribers. I had like 10 to 15 on average, and I went over to Cod Mobile and I decided to do a tournament for the people that are always in my stream, that have supported me since like day one of whatever I was playing. And I can still remember like a lot of the names, like Jack Fuzzy was one of them, Visceral was one of them. When I first started playing COD Mobile, Sped showed up to one of the first tournaments. Adriana, I know there was Synoptic, he showed up, and there was Sammy, there was so many people. Speen, you guys know Speen, he's actually a good friend of mine at IRL, but there were so many people that showed up to the first couple tournaments, and so I decided to go to COD Mobile. We were like averaging the same amount of viewers when we were playing Last Day on Earth, and so I decided, you know what, I'm kind of bored of Last Day on Earth just because it's a repetitive game. They would update it every other week, but it would just, you do the same thing, and it just kind of got boring. As in COD Mobile, like, they actually have a platform for you to play multiplayer against other players, like ranked and all that good stuff. And oh man, I forgot to talk about this. So we played Fortnite to begin with, played Zombs Royale, and then during December, a lot of my best friends from college or in high school, they were like, hey, you guys want to hang out, play some video games? And we were like, sure, why not? And we started playing COD Mobile, and I decided, you know what, let's stream it. So I streamed that for it was only like 2 weeks, but I was only playing Battle Royale. That was when I first started playing Battle Royale, and I had a good time. But slowly, a lot of my friends, they kind of play one game, and they're like, after a couple of days, they're like, all right, like, it's over. See you guys later. Going back to school. I'll talk to you over the summer. But so that happened, and then I went to Last Day on Earth. Then the tournaments happened after Last Day on Earth. I think it was like around this time, around like August, September, that I was starting to do the streams for COD Mobile. And once I started doing the streams for COD Mobile, I was doing tournaments. You know, the first tournament was like a $2 tournament. Me and Josh won. It was just for fun, and it was like basically all of my viewers, so they weren't the greatest. No offense, like Jack Fuzzy, Visceral, like they were in the same place I was. I didn't play the game like that competitively. And then the second tournament we had, that's when we kind of ran into trouble. I think I made it. It was only $10, but we had like 20 viewers. And what's his name? I can't remember his name. But he doesn't come to stream anymore, but he'd only come to the tournaments. And he asked if he could bring a professional, and I was like, sure, you know. And I didn't know how good professionals were at Cod Mobile. Like, this is my first couple weeks playing Cod Mobile multiplayer, and he brought Resume. If you guys know Resume, he was really good at. He's amazing at the time. I know he recently quit to play BR, so I don't know how good he is anymore. I know Sped probably better than him now, but he was really amazing at the time, and you know, they destroyed us. And that's where I met Sped, because Sped was one of Resume's friends / viewer, and he came to my stream, and we made a good friendship. And I love Sped. I know Sped retired recently from multiplayer, like the pro scenes at least. So that really sucked. I was kind of hoping he'd helped out, but he's going to college, for a lot of you guys who don't know. And I hope the best for him, obviously, but he would help me a lot with Cod Mobile. So Sped, thank you so much for helping me out. I really appreciate that, bro. And I hope everything goes well. I know college can be such a big step. College was just, for me, it was everywhere. But yeah, so we started doing Cod Mobile. I was doing a lot of tournaments. I would say too many tournaments, honestly. A lot of you know I don't do tournaments as much anymore. Here and there, I might just come up with one. And I was kind of doing it just because they would bring a lot of viewers in, obviously, and I would enjoy that. But I think it got to my head too much, because at the time I was getting like 10, 15. I was averaging like 15 to 20 at one point, and now it's just because we were doing so many tournaments. And we were also doing scrims. The scrims were my favorite part. And this is where like Sped will help me out, because he would come to stream and he'd help me out a ton. And if you guys remember Xset Skill, he was amazing at the time too. And he would come in there and help me out. And we would get like 30, 40 viewers when we do scrims, and other streamers would want to scrim us. And it was just a good time. And I would stream, I would play on a controller. And at the time, honestly, I felt like I was definitely one of the best. And we can talk about this in this podcast as well, but they took away they keep taking away the glitches, and I know a lot of people have problems with the glitches, right? It's really stupid in my opinion, but like I wish they would have never took out the glitch. And I know a lot of people blame me, and they can if they want to. I don't really care. But you know, at the time was like, when I first introduced the glitch, somebody showed it to me, and then they showed me a couple other glitches, and I didn't show them right away, but I obviously had a great time, like just making content for controller players, just because I was a controller player at the time, and there wasn't a big community, and I was like, well, this is a perfect time to grow a community and, you know, help people who want to play Cod Mobile, like ranked matches on a controller. Like, this is the best way to do it. And I didn't know it was going to pop off. My idea was, you know what, I'll just help out the people that had been following me. And a lot of people came, like when I first posted it on YouTube, a lot of people were like more thankful than anything, but there were some that were like, oh, we should take it off and just keep it low key. And I was like, that's kind of selfish, you know, like if I introduce the glitch, it's gonna help out more people than people who just want to keep it to themselves. People that want to keep it to themselves are just selfish. I know that people were like say that it's just the only reason I post it on YouTube is because it'll help me grow my channel. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit true, but at the same time, it's not. Like I said, it's so I can help people with controller getting into ranked lobbies, because I know a lot of people want to play with a controller, and instead of having 100 people playing controller ranked, or playing ranked with a controller, we're gonna have thousands, because before I did it there was no one playing a controller, right? And then I introduced the glitch, and I felt like there was way more controller players, and they were more they were more on my side than anything, and they were happy that I introduced the glitch and a couple more glitches. But at the same time, it wasn't like, it grew the community, but that wasn't even my most viewed video on YouTube. So like, if it wasn't my most known, like most watched video, then how, like, that's not what that obviously isn't my goal, to just like, oh yeah, go patch this glitch. And I feel like a lot of controller players think that is my goal, to just ruin the fun, and it obviously isn't. They can think whatever they want, they're just being selfish, because they don't want to, like, if I kept it low key, and we're not gonna grow the community. I've seen so many people that come to my stream tell me on Instagram, they're like, hey, I started playing controller because I saw your video, and I'm very thankful. Like they'll ask if I know other glitches, and there is some glitches I know, and I've kept them low key just because, like, I don't want them exposing. I don't, like, if they, they take them out, like the next season, I can just post this video and help out the community there. But like I said, I think people are just selfish. I know some people that, they were playing a different game, and they didn't know about the glitches on Cod Mobile. And once they knew about the glitches, because they saw my video on YouTube, and that's what I don't understand, right? Like, I showed the glitch, people got to play ranked now, and like, I help people like enjoy a game with a controller, where if I never posted it, they'd still be playing another game. Like, for example, what was that other controller game? I made a video on it. I just can't think right now. But I made a video on another game, and somebody, like, it's for controller, you can play controller on there too, and it's a really nice game to play. I don't play it as much. It's just not, there's not a big community on there, sadly, and I wish there was, but I'd rather just focus on Cod Mobile for now. But so they came from that game, and then they came over to Cod Mobile after they watched my video, and then I guess they found out more glitches, but they said they don't want to like ruin they didn't want their experience ruined just because they wanted it to not be posted on YouTube, which is like fine. I don't really care, but it's just selfish. It's selfish because you're obviously not going to grow the community. You're like, you're okay with having a couple hundred people playing the game with a controller instead of thousands, it's whatever. I don't really care about those people as much. They're not really part of the community for controller players, because if you were part of the community for controller players, then you would want to grow the community. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to grow the community as much as possible, and I felt like they just didn't want to, and that's okay, but once again, it's selfish. Give me a second. Alright, sorry about that, guys. We ended up having to go out to eat last night, and then we went to the movies. We went to see Free Guy. That was actually a really, really good movie. It had a lot of streamers in there. Like, Ninja showed up, and a couple other people showed up, and I kind of caught me by surprise. But that was a really good movie. But what we were talking about earlier, I'm just right now I'm just kind of waiting, just because Cod Mobile for controller players doesn't seem like they're going to be doing much with controller players, and they just kind of don't care if they make updates for controller players. They're usually just bad ones, like patching a glitch or like taking or giving us more disadvantages. Like, I don't think they've made one good update for controller players, which I really wish they would have. But obviously, so right now I'm just kind of waiting for a new game to come out that supports controller players, and hopefully they'll care more. I don't want, like, Cod Mobile's a great game. I don't want it to die down, but I kind of hope it does as well, just because, like, you can't just not care about the controller community because it's there. The community is there, and it seems like they just kind of want them to die off, and I don't really like that. So that kind of really sucks. But hopefully, once Apex Mobile comes out, they'll have like more options for controller players, and we'll probably start doing both COD Mobile and Apex content on this channel as well. Like I said, I am making a schedule, and once Apex comes out, we'll fit Apex in there as well. But for right now, I think what I'm going to start doing is like, well, Mondays I'm kind of busy because I got basketball. But we'll probably still do something on Mondays, like just ranked Mondays. I'll probably have like a team to rank up with and practice with. And then Tuesdays we'll scrim, Wednesdays we'll do podcasts, Thursdays scrims again, and then Fridays we'll probably do like tournaments, or we'll do private lobbies, something fun. And but yeah, so I'm just kind of hoping once we can find I know, what was it, Battle Prime? That was a pretty good game, but like I said, they're just not really well known, and they don't have a big community. If they did, I definitely would put it in the schedule, but it's just not that. It's not that big of a game. But if you guys want me to, I'd be down to make more content. Just be sure to say something in the comment section. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, I know Warzone Mobile's coming out as well, and I'm actually really, really excited for that. But that's not going to be for like another year or so, probably longer. But we know Apex is coming out soon as well. They're getting tested in different countries, which is cool. But I think around like November is when it should be officially out, I think, maybe. But yeah, I know they're going to be controller supported. I'm pretty sure, like 100. I'm like 99% sure it's going to be controller supported. I'd be really shocked if it isn't. And I've told this to a lot of people. If you're a controller player, the best thing you can do if you're playing COD Mobile right now is kind of get triggers. Like I said, I know a lot of people come to my stream and they're like, why aren't you playing the controller? And I'm like, it's just so much time wasted trying to get a ranked match with a controller, and it's really annoying to do that on stream. That's why I just kind of do it on videos instead. Like videos, it's like whatever, right? Like nobody's watching, it's just me. But when I'm streaming and I got some people watching, I'm sure they don't want to watch like a full like 3-4 minutes every time after one match. The matches only take like 5 to 10 minutes at max, and you don't want to watch like a 2-3 minute of me trying to get into another ranked lobby with a controller. It's kind of just annoying, and I'm pretty sure that like people just don't want to watch that. So I use triggers, and I feel comfortable with triggers now. I've always said like use triggers to controller players if you really want to get, like, you can get so much better playing with triggers. I don't think you're allowed to do that with like tournaments. I know like they don't really care, but like there's other tournaments where they do care, like what was it, Mobile Mayhem? I think they care there, but if you were like playing in the COD Mobile Championship, I don't think they would care because you're not using an external device, so it shouldn't be a problem. But like I said, hopefully people will start using those, and once new games come out, we'll start playing on the games as well. Right now I'm just focusing on COD Mobile. I know I've talked to so many people. I've made a lot of polls recently. I just like made polls and see what people are interested in, and we actually got sponsored today. This morning we got sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends, so that's pretty cool. So we're gonna be doing a giveaway for that as well. Honestly, I wouldn't have done it without you guys. This is like the second big, like decently sized sponsorship that I've gotten. So yeah, thank you guys. I appreciate that. But yeah, like I said, there's a lot there's a lot to do when I get back from Mexico. It is my last day, like I said. It's our last day in Mexico today. We're leaving tomorrow around like 1. That's our time. I think it's different from where I live. But yeah, we're leaving, and I had a really good time being here. You know, I was kind of shocked because I was like hoping that we could like go do more stuff, like find a soccer game or a basketball game, but they don't really have sports over here, which is kind of a bummer. But you know, like I said, it was a really nice place to visit. I loved it. I would love to come again for sure. I feel bad because I was just trying to relax and hang out with family, but like my brother and my dad, they wanted to do more, but the thing I don't like is that they like want to do things all together, and I'm just kind of like, you know, I just want to relax, sit in the beach, you know, go in the beach, go in the pool. That's it for now. Like I'm just kind of chilling. Like I don't really want to go scuba diving or any of that stuff. It just, I don't know. It just seems like a lot. My brother wanted to go drive some ATVs, and I was just like, nah, I don't really want to, bro. Like I'm not feeling it. Just not feeling it. But yeah, that's with Cod Mobile. We like I said, we got sponsored, which is really cool. But yeah, that's the story of like basically how I got into like my streaming and how it all ended up happening. I'm not saying like I'm a huge YouTuber, Twitch streamer, you know, like I would say I'm average. Luckily I get paid on both. I'm gonna be getting paid on YouTube. That's why I've been putting out so much content on YouTube rather than streaming on my Twitch. Dang, that was scary. But I've been streaming on Twitch. I've been streaming on YouTube recently more than on Twitch, just because once we get partnered for YouTube, then we will be getting paid on YouTube as well, and then yeah, we'll be making a decent amount of money off of like content creating. Once I make videos once I start getting paid on YouTube though, just because I don't have to focus on it anymore, I am just going to be streaming only on Twitch, just to focus more on that. It's just that the views, like I used to stream on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time when I would play Cod Mobile, but I didn't like it because YouTube is really strict about like music and what you can have on your stream and videos, and I just, you know, when I stream I just kind of want to play my own music, and Twitch, they just don't really care. I mean, they care, like they'll say like, oh, don't do that, or they'll mute it, but they're not like, if you get paid, you're getting paid, you know, like they're not gonna, on YouTube it's like if you have music, copyrighted music, you're not getting paid for that video, which is annoying. But if on Twitch it's like, if you have copyrighted music, they don't care. They're like, they'll just mute it, and that's it. They just mute it, and you still get paid whatever you got from people watching and ad money and all that good stuff. But yeah, like I used to stream a lot of tournaments, and honestly I felt like that was where I kind of messed up. And then I messed up because I got bored of like doing tournaments, and I was like, you know what, I just want to start streaming COD or Fortnite, stuff like that again. And it, I mean, it helped out just because like I was streaming what I wanted to stream, but I didn't give up on COD Mobile. I just relied COD Mobile on YouTube only. And once I did that, I just felt like a lot of my viewers, I went from averaging like 20 to 6 or 5, and that's where I've been stuck at now. And I tried playing COD Mobile again, but I just kind of like I'm not consistent like I used to be. Like I just kind of stream whatever. I used to have a schedule, and now it's just like, now I stream like whenever I want, whatever I want. And I feel like I should have somewhat of a schedule, even if it's like a 1 to 2 hours, so people know what time I'll be live and they'll show up. Because I used to stream like 5-6 hours of COD Mobile every day. I used to stream like 120 hours, which was just insane. And now I can't even stream like more than 50 hours a month. So I'm like, you know, I'll still fit COD Mobile in there, but like I said, it will probably be like, instead of streaming like 100 to plus hours of Cod Mobile, it'll probably just be like 40, maybe 30 hours of Cod Mobile a month. It just seems like a lot. I don't want to get bored of the game. A lot of people overplay games and then they get bored and then they lose their community, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, like I said, I streamed on YouTube and we actually had a pretty good amount of viewers there. So if you guys ever want to hang out with us, play scrims, play in ranked, I'd love to play with you guys. That'd be so fun. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this podcast. We're gonna be doing podcasts every Wednesday now. I know this one is on a Thursday just because yesterday I got busy and I am in Mexico, so it's like, I don't want to focus too much and stay away from the family. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We're gonna have lots of people coming in. This will be more like it'll be in my regular place where I usually stream and play video games, and we'll have we'll have guests in there as well, and the more viewers the better for sure. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you guys have questions or if you want me to make a podcast of or something, be sure to leave a comment. Leave a comment on what my next podcast should be about. Today it was just kind of about how it all started and basically where I'm at right now with Cod Mobile and this my streaming career and all that good stuff. But yeah, like I said, be sure to leave some comments. Follow me on Instagram as well. It's just Benny J Munoz, and I would appreciate that a lot. We're gonna be posting a lot more on TikTok as well. It's just Benny Munoz on there. We'll be streaming on Twitch as well still, but more on YouTube. But yeah, be sure to follow all my social medias. They're gonna be all on the in the description below. And yeah, be sure to look at the community tab on YouTube because we're gonna be doing a giveaway for the Raid sponsorship. They're gonna be paying me a pretty good amount, so I would love to give back to you guys. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Love you guys. Be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and just watch the entire video. It'll help me out with the watch hours as well, and we will get partnered sooner than later. So thank you so much, guys. See you guys later.